Stars chasing a place in the last four, the stage they got to in 2006, or 2008 rather, when they were beaten by Cameroon, and now the national anthem of Angola. Of the Angolan national anthem. The fans are out in force here at the 11th of November Stadium, this brand new facility, and the eyes of a nation hoping that Angola can reach the semi-finals for the first time. The Black Stars out to spoil the party and deprive them a place in the last four. The team shaking hands here. It should be an absolutely enthralling encounter. You're watching AFNEX LC2. Welcome to the broadcast. It's a pleasure to be with you wherever you are around the continent or the world. And it should be a very interesting match indeed, as we see the Angola starting 11. No major surprises. Flavio returns to the lineup, the top scorer in the tournament, or the joint top scorer with Seydou Keita. Carlos in goal, of course. Manucho and Flavio up front. Gilberto, who's having an outstanding tournament, takes his place, of course, in midfield. Stelvio is also there. And Manuel Jose, the Angolan coach, saying this is the most important match in Angola's history. And Greg Peterson alongside me this afternoon. How do you see this one panning out, Greg?
Greg, obviously Angola is playing in front of their home crowd today. Obviously they're probably going to be favorites. It's due to the fact that Ghana has a lot of injuries and brought up a lot of players from their world champion U20 team. But at the same time, Petrovic of Ghana really don't think feels this game he's under any pressure, where the Angola team obviously playing in front of their home crowd and obviously being the home team are going to definitely have some pressure to perform. So it's going to be an interesting balance in this match today.
Well, there you see the Ghana starting 11. Kingston in goal, of course. Opoku and Guillen up front. Ayew, the goal scorer against the Burkina Faso, also in the lineup naturally, as we get these substitutes as well. And good point, Greg. Angola might be feeling the pressure, but sometimes home advantage can be beneficial as well, of course. And we'll see how they handle the pressure of this quarterfinal match, a place in the semi-finals at stake. The referees this afternoon, the man with the whistle is Mohamed Benouza from Algeria. The linesmen are from Egypt and Eritrea, and the fourth official from Benin. Of course, coming up later, the second quarterfinal today, and it should be a cracker as well. The Ivory Coast against Algeria, and you can see that game here live at 7:30 GMT. Well, there is Manuel Jose, former coach of Al Ahly, of course, won a hatful of trophies with the Cairo club. Now in charge of Angola, as some of the faithful fans here. Last-minute prayers. Milovan Rajovic in charge of Ghana, and they will be going to the World Cup. And do you think there's pressure on the Ghana coach in terms of keeping his job for the World Cup, or is he pretty safe?
I think he's pretty safe. I mean, he's not responsible for the injuries that have taken place. And, you know, again, hopefully the Ghana Federation look at this as a great opportunity to give some of the younger players some experience. They've qualified, and let's face it, if Ghana had their full complement of players here. They're a very serious team to contend with.
Minuto de silêncio para as vítimas do Haiti e também para o pai do selecionador nacional, Manuel José, o senhor Manuel José da Silva, falecidos hoje aos 94 anos em Portugal.
So a minute of silence in respect to the victims of the earthquake in Haiti. Devastating catastrophe at the moment, and the eyes of the world on Haiti as well, and what's going on over there. Well, we're just about ready for kickoff then. The teams taking their positions, referee making sure the timekeeping's in order. And we'll be underway here at the 11th of November Stadium in Luanda. Ghana trying to return to the semi-finals as we're underway. Angola kicking off, playing in the red shirts, black shorts and black socks. Ghana all in white. And the opening exchange is always important in these key matches. Neither team wanting to make an early mistake and giving up that all-important go-ahead goal.
No, Greg, it's very important. As we saw in recent matches.
Well, a stiff challenge there, and already a booking for Andre Ayew. He went clattering in there. And a yellow card in the very first minute. Well, maybe that's a statement that Ghana are trying to lay down. I don't know.
It's a very strong statement. Obviously, Ghana is here to play.
It was Mabina who really felt the effects of that. Ayew saying, what, who, me? But it was obviously a pretty stiff challenge. And that sets the stage, and an injury, and hopefully it won't be a serious one, as Mabina needs treatment. Really went in hard and awkward.
If this is the tempo of the match we're going to have today, this is going to be a very heated contest from the get-go.
Well, as a former coach, Greg, how do you what advice do you give your team in the opening exchanges?
Especially if this is a quarterfinal, it's very, very important, as we saw the other night in Zambia and Gabon. Once the two teams settled down, both teams really got into a very good rhythm and were playing some very good football. It's when Zambia really started to create their goal-scoring opportunities. And I think we're going to see, due to the fact that the quarterfinals, you know, the loser goes home. I think both teams are going to be a little patient in the beginning, and I think we're going to see some collective football from the get-go.
Angola down the left wing. This is Gilberto into the box. Manucho can't control, and Ghana can bring it away. Caught out in midfield, and Angola on the attack again. A long-range shot, takes a deflection, and that looks like our first corner of the afternoon. Flavio, good work from him. And another early attacking opportunity for Angola. So Ghana forced to defend here. Swung in, far post, it's deep, and it's a wasted opportunity behind Kingston's goal.
Yeah, Greg, Ghana's got to be careful. As soon as they gain possession there from Angola. Pre-game, Coach Razvic was talking about, you know, playing calm, but they cannot afford to win the ball and just turn it over. It's going to be a very long day for them.
Long goal kick, and Ghana with a first attacking position. Breaks down. Angola looking to get things going through midfield. And Angola playing with plenty of tempo.
Yeah, I think the message is loud and clear. They're being very patient in the build-up when they gain possession. As soon as we say that, they try to play a quick long ball forward.
Dispossessed in defense, but Angola still in possession. Manucho plays it wide on the right wing. This is Mabina, who seems to have recovered from that early tackle. Ghana only half clear. Flicked into the middle of the pitch again. And a good start from Angola. Another long-range shot. Not afraid to have a crack at goal, the Angolans. Ghana working hard to try and get the ball back, but this phase of possession continues.
Excuse me, Greg. I really like how Angola's playing. They're being patient with the build-up. But unfortunately, they lost the ball there.
No, go ahead, Craig.
I was just saying, Angola keeping possession of the ball is really dictating the rhythm. As we see Ghana right now, they're actually doing the same thing. And I think this could be very beneficial. They have nothing to lose, and they can be very, very patient. They just got to be problem. Do not lose the ball back in the back third.
Well, that's what they've done just there. Ayew giving it away in midfield. And as soon as Angola get the ball, the crowd send up a mighty roar. This is Draymond. Back in Ghana, as you mentioned, Greg, playing it patient, trying to build slowly, survive this early storm. That's a good ball down the right, and there's room now for Draymond. And Ghana have got their first corner. Good work there. It was put behind by the number 10, Zuela.
That was very good. Zuela made a very nice pass. Draymond on the flank. The run got the ball.
So Ghana with their first corner kick. And a chance to get some players in the box for this one. Ayew, the goal scorer against Burkina Faso, in the middle there. Asamoah and Draymond discussing what they're going to do with this. 5 players in the box. It's taken short. Trying to line up the shot. Good deflection. The flag is up though. Offside, and the attack breaks down for Ghana.
That was refreshing to see Ghana mix it up once in a while. Every time they seem to take a corner, it seems to be always in the mix. And it was nice to see it play short for once.
Well, no doubt about that decision. There was only about 6 players in an offside position. Angola sweep down the pitch. And that is going to be a Ghana free kick. Sarpe barged over by Mabina. Just under 7 minutes gone then. Angola 0, Ghana 0 in this African Nations Cup quarter-final. Richard Kingston comes over it to hammer it downfield. Loose ball, Ghana should recover it, but it's Angola who come away with it, and all the way back to their goalkeeper. Carlos has had a good tournament, despite giving up 4 goals in the opening game against Mali. What a game that was. Angola since have gone on to win a match and draw a match. Ghana with 1 win and 1 defeat. They, of course, defeated Burkina Faso, beaten by the Ivory Coast. With Togo pulling out, of course, after that dreadful incident before the tournament when their team bus came under attack up in the Kambindna region.
It looks like both teams, Greg, right now are trying to play a little bit more direct than what they were trying to do in the beginning, possessing the ball. Maybe they want to get this nervous energy out of their systems. But here's Angola keeping possession of the ball, in my opinion, which I think it's going to be a very good thing for them.
Ghana trying to defend this attack down the right wing, near post. It takes a deflection and almost bounces over the head of Kingston. And Ghana there slightly disorganized at the back. The ball came in from Abina.
Very dangerous ball there with Abina. Defense was facing their own goal, and it's not a position the defenders would like to be in.
Came off of Addy there, and luckily there wasn't enough power on the deflection to get over Kingston's head. As the Ghana coach looks on, and Ghana with a free kick, it's within striking range. And they're all 4 players round the ball. Here it comes, going for the corner. Oh, it's not a bad effort either. Just flew wide of the post. I think it was Ayew there. Just curled it about a yard wide of Carlos's post. He was scrambling across. No, in fact, it was Ian who had a crack there. So some early chances for both teams. It's Angola, they're on the attack. Manucho plays it square, and that's given away sloppily. Ghana under pressure. Draymond is dispossessed, and Angola have got to throw in.
Ghana's going to be very careful, Greg. As soon as they're getting possession, Angola's doing a very good job putting them under immediate pressure.
Yes, it's always a key aspect, isn't it? Put pressure on the opposing team when they're in possession. Not give them any room. As we go past the 10-minute mark, still looking for our first goal. Manuel Jose there looking on. As we see that last chance, flag was up. So a pretty balanced start to the game. Angola shading possession, but Ghana holding their own. And that's another free kick. Guillen again brought down.
Both teams seem to be able to possess the ball in the back. They need to be a better job bringing it up the field. And both teams are being guilted right now of really making some sloppy passes, giving the opposition some opportunity they really don't need to be in.
It's almost floats through there. Guillen couldn't get on the end of it. But Ghana's starting to create some decent chances. Draymond with a dangerous ball.
So far, it does not look like Ghana is they feel like they're afraid of anything at the moment.
No, they've taken the sting out of Angola's barrage at the beginning. Here they are again. And that's another free kick. Ivory Coast and Algeria coming up later at 7:30 GMT. Should be a cracking game as well.
Another thing Ghana's got to be prepared to do when they do gain possession from Angola. If they're going to have trouble under the pressure, they got to look to play beyond the pressure.
Chance for the shot, hit with plenty of venom, but it fired over the bar. And again, it's Draymond who's having a bright start to this game. He really got a hold of that one, but it was way off target. As you see, the beautiful complex here in Luanda, this new venue. That's a good ball. There's some space down the left wing. Ghana, though, decide to hold it up. Ayew plays it back for Badu. Swung wide, and that's better from the Black Stars. That ball gets through as well, and Ghana pushing forward. This is dangerous. Trying to get the cross in. And finally out of play. Back in midfield. Chip towards the box. Angola doing a good job at the back. Finally runs through to Carlos. But Ghana starting to play with a bit more confidence.
And I think they'll establish that confidence the more they possess the ball. They're doing much better as the game goes on.
Almost a mix-up at the back there. Kingston having words with his defender. And that would have been rather embarrassing. Well, Andy manages to smile about it as you see that. Couldn't really be called a back pass, but the number 12 getting away with it. Angola knocking it about pretty crisply. Manucho comes deep. Ghana back in their defensive formation. Well, that's rather ambitious, and no danger there for Richard Kingston.
No, Greg, Angola's got to do better than that. There was no movement off that ball for that pass, and that was not the kind of attacks they need to be creating this afternoon to be successful.
Flicked on. Both teams playing it very safe at the back. That first goal, of course, absolutely crucial. Good work there by Chara. Another long ball headed out of play. But a balanced start to the game. Both teams having their moments.
Yeah, and both teams are starting to settle it down a little bit. Ghana seems to have a lot more success on the right side of the pitch right now, especially with the play of Draymond on the right flank.
That's a good ball, and there's a chance now. Ghana with the chance. He's fouled. Oh, what a great goal! What a superb finish! Asamoah Gyan has put Ghana 1-0 in front. An absolutely peach of a shot. Struck it almost immediately. It was a great ball behind the defence. And look at that, provoking the fans. Gyan puts his finger to his lips as if to say, well, who's talking now? And Ghana have taken the lead here in this quarter-final on 60 minutes. Asamoah Gyan.
Quick pass. Gyan, brilliant finish there.
Well, he controlled it with the run touch, hit it with the next touch, and it beat Carlos, who was a bit slow to react and will probably feel he could have done better. But it was a great shot, wasn't it?
It's a goal. It was a very good shot. Ghana's got to be very happy with that goal.
Well, 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 Ghana take a shock lead here. And the crowd in stunned disbelief. Angola's dreams of reaching the semi-finals have hit a slippery patch here, and they've got work to do to get back in this game now.
Greg, as we talked about before the game, we talked about what team is really going to have the pressure on them. Now with that goal, pressure definitely is going to be on Angola.
Well, you can see the despair already on some of the faces of the Angola fans. They'll be celebrating in Ghana at the moment.
But we got to remember, there's a lot of football ahead of us.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a long way to go. Ghana draw first blood though, and that's just what the game needed. An early goal sets it up perfectly. And we'll see how Angola react. Superb finish from Gyan. Beating Carlos in the 16th minute here.
I think this is going to give Ghana even more confidence. As I've been talking about so far in this broadcast, it's very important as soon as Ghana gains possession, they've got to be able to play beyond the pressure. And in that goal situation, it was a textbook counterattack, which was just done perfectly all the way around, from the pass, the control of the ball, to the finish.
It was a breathtaking counterattack by Ghana. Completely caught the Angolan defense out of position. And didn't Gyan take it well? Angola trying to answer back, but Ghana win possession in midfield, and that might just be kept in. Nkoum can't do it. The young right back, bright future.
I think one thing Angola's got to remember, there's plenty of time in this match, but there's no time to panic.
Yes, indeed. And of course, we will have extra time and penalties if the teams are level after 90 minutes. The first quarter-final here in Luanda. Oh, well, that's not going to do much good.
No, that's the last type of opportunistic shot they need to be doing right now.
Yeah, that's just going to add to the frustration of the fans as well. And it's all gone a bit quiet here. Long ball played forward by Kingston. A dream start for Ghana. 1-0 to the good. Rabina on the end of that challenge from Opoku. And Angola still reeling from that goal. Haven't quite recovered yet. Ghana in control at the moment, coming out of their own zone. Flick there down the right wing, just doesn't get through. Ghana packing the midfield, not giving the Angolans any room. That's better. And that's a free kick. The referee comes over. Dajama brought down.
Ghana defensively looks, they're dropping people behind the ball, but at the same time, they're not just dropping back and not pressuring the ball. They look very confident so far defending today as a collective unit.
Yeah, they do look very organized at the back, and Angola haven't really had a decent chance. Into the box it comes, it's bouncing around dangerously. Half cleared. Angola pick up the loose ball and they're forced back to halfway. Another long ball down the right wing, and that's no problem. Kingston just watches it slide out of play for a goal kick.
Ghana's got to be careful. They can't just play for 1-0.
No.
As you just noticed back there, they're dropped off way off the last man. And they've got to be careful of that. Again, we're seeing the goal again, which was absolutely a beautiful counterattack.
The fans very concerned here, as you might expect. Early days, though. Long way to go in this quarterfinal. Ghana forced back. That's good football.
Greg, one thing I am noticing, Ghana does look a little fresher out there today than Angola.
Yeah, they look full of running, don't they? Full of confidence. This is the first time these teams have met in an official match. We were talking about that earlier.
They did play recently in a friendly. But sometimes with the youth of Ghana might lack the experience, but obviously the energy is there, and how they're demonstrating they're playing right now, they look like they've played a few games also.
Well, Angola haven't played since last Sunday, I believe. As they've won a free kick. Plenty of players into the box for this one. Here it comes, right onto the penalty spot. Kingston decides to punch it and makes a bit of a mess of it, but the ball's away. Might have been a better idea to try and catch the ball. Angola on the attack again. Ghana under pressure. And they should be able to get this clear now. And slight case of nerves at the back now in these last few attacks for Ghana. Given away. And again, Lack of concentration there by Nkum. Angola trying to find a way through.
Even though a lot of these young U20 players from Ghana have played at the youth national level, playing senior football is a much different animal.
Well, that ball from Mabina goes out of play. Ghana, of course, won the under-20 World Championships last year, beating Brazil on penalties. Angola forced back into their own zone, flicked out towards midfield. Ghana intercept.
Ghana did a very good job pressuring the back line of Angola right there.
25 minutes gone then. It's Angola 0, Ghana 1. Asamoah Gyan on 16 minutes following a swift counter-attack. As you see the fouls, 5-4. One yellow card to Ayu in the very first minute for a pretty nasty challenge on Mabina. But Ghana mean business this afternoon. A lot of controversy surrounding the build-up to this game. And do you think Ghana feel they've got a point to prove to the Angolans?
I don't know if that's really the case. I have a feeling Coach Rejovic is very experienced, and he let other people deal with that off-the-field business concerning the pitches and concerning the press conference and everything else. And the way the Ghanaian team's looking right now, doesn't look like anything's affecting them. They're just out there enjoying their football.
Yeah, they look very focused in this first half. Of course, they hosted the tournament 2 years ago. Beaten by Cameroon in the semi-finals. Egypt, the defending champions, looking for a third straight triumph. As the ball's pumped forward again, good defensive header. Ghana getting it going again here. Good pressure from Angola, but that's a free kick. Late whistle, but probably the right decision. Gyan brought down the goal scorer.
Even with a 1-0 lead for Ghana, they've got to be, if you notice back, the back line is really, when they have possession of the ball, is really not coming forward. And what they got to be careful about is their axis doesn't get stretched. And they've got to bring the ball up the field, but also everyone else in the back needs to come up, or else they're going to be a big gap, and that could be problems for them.
Chance perhaps now. Ghana appealing for handball, not given. Angola finding it very difficult to break down this Ghana defense. Nkum under pressure, but from Manucho. And the Ghanaian gets the throw in.
The Angolans need to keep their composure. There's plenty of time left in this game.
Long ball. Sorry, Greg.
Now, even though they could be still a little frustrated, they've got to they've got to get it together and just refocus and just remember, plenty of time. No need to panic at all.
Sarpe comes forward to take the throw. And that's out of play for a goal kick. Well, we just saw Manuel Jose, the Angolan coach, and Angola feeling the pressure at the moment. So much hopes on the host nation of a good run into the very late stages of the tournament, but it's Ghana with the corner kick. Draymond stumbles as he kicks the ball. Good defensive work there. The flag is up finally. And Angola will have a defensive free kick. You see it again. But a very good first half from Ghana so far. Got that all-important goal, which has helped take the crowd out of the game somewhat. Into the box though, Angola on the attack, looking for the equaliser. Far post, had a good save by Kingston. It just spun off the line. Kingston just did enough to keep it out, and Angola very nearly getting the equaliser. Flavio with the cross. Manucho got plenty of purchase on the header. And Angola still on the attack here. Finally, the whistle goes.
Yeah, it's important matches like this. You got to put opportunities like this away.
Hit it too close to the goalkeeper, Kingston, who held his ground. Manucho still shaking his head. The Angola fans to parry the ball away. 1-0, Ghana clinging to this lead, and Angola starting to take control in these last few minutes. Another long ball towards the penalty box, nobody there. And a bit of a mix-up in defence, finally. It's back with Kingston. Long clearance downfield. There's space down the right wing, but Ghana just decide to hold it up. Battle in midfield. Manucho comes away with it. Good work from the former Manchester United striker. Flick towards the right wing. Flavio's got a yard of space. What can he do with this? Under pressure, lays it off there to Mabina into the box. Headed away. Ghana do a good job of getting it clear, but the pressure mounting.
Yeah, Angola's attack has been somewhat predictable, not really doing anything to dislodge the back line of Ghana.
Yes, exactly. They're lacking a bit of imagination in the last third of the pitch. See that chance for Manucho. And the fans on the edges of their seats here.
The other thing, Flavio obviously scoring 3 goals in the first 2 games in the first round. Obviously, I have a feeling he's going to be a marked man. We might see him, instead of scoring goals today, creating and assisting goals today for Angola.
Well, Mabina goes into the book for that challenge. See it again there on Opoku. So 1 yellow card apiece to each team, and Ghana got a free kick. Just 3 players come forward, and Angola easily clear.
That's a silly free kick.
Angola pushing forward again. The whistle's gone, and it's a free kick to Angola. The Jama brought down. Wasn't much in it, but Angola have got an attacking free kick. It looks like Gilberto is the man who's going to knock it into the box. Richard Kingston on full alert here. Here it comes. Kingston drops it, but grabs it the second attempt. And the goalkeeper Gets away with it.
Angola's been servicing some very dangerous balls on these set pieces. Challenging.
What's going on here? Well, it looks like it's a free kick inside the box to Angola. Not sure if it was too much time taken by Kingston to release the ball. But this is interesting, Greg.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. If it is a time situation, and it looks like that is the case. Usually the referees are a little bit more tolerant in the beginning, sort of establishing how they want the goalkeepers to play. This isn't the case.
Well, it's not very often you see a free kick from inside the box, apart from a penalty, but that's what Angola have got here. Flavio is there. Here it comes, and it's over the bar, and Angola blow a great opportunity to draw level. Manuel Jose looks on. The fans are left frustrated by that chance. Flavio doesn't look happy at all about that. Nowhere near the corner, really. Should have done better.
Should have done better, Greg. I mean, so far, Ghana's got to take some responsibility. It's their decisions that are costing themselves more problems than the Angolan team right now. And obviously, the referees established goalkeepers, you know, let's play to get the game going as soon as possible. But right now, Ghana defensively has been all right. But when they have gotten in trouble, it's been more on their decisions. And that could be a lot to do with the pressure of the game, or you know, there's an old saying, Greg, that the coach teaches the game, but the game teaches a player. And at this level, some of these young players are getting lessons that you know, the only way they're going to learn is by playing the game.
Well, fortunately, the flag is up. The ball's in the back of the net. It won't count. And it's Guillen again. Not sure. Let's see it here. It took a deflection. Oh, it was offside. No doubt about it. That was the right decision. Would have been a somewhat fortunate goal. Disallowed, though. Manucho can only put it out of play. But Angola have come on strong in the last 10 minutes. Still that goal on 16 minutes from Asamoah Gyan, the difference. Free kick called against Mabina. As half-time looms.
One thing I've noticed, Greg, about Ghana, a lot in the beginning of the match, they were attacking down the right flank, and obviously Draymond was involved and he was having a lot of success. We haven't seen that often.
Shot comes in. Appeals for handball, but Angola bring it away. Ghana go back to their goalkeeper. Kingston's under pressure. It's on his wrong foot, but he coolly gets the ball clear. And Angola again pour forward. And again Ghana under the cosh here. That's the throw in. Sorry, Craig.
No, it will be interesting to see how Ghana is going to handle this pressure. It's you know, obviously they're up 1-0. Doesn't mean the game's over a little bit, but one thing, they've got to be very careful not to get themselves stretched. A lot of these clearances are causing them trouble, and instead they should just sometimes just kick the ball out of bounds and they can reorganize and regroup.
See the offside decision there. Well, Ghana, it would be a mistake, as you mentioned, to try and protect this lead in by being too defensive, inviting Angola to come forward. They really need to get out of their own zone more, Ghana, and create some more good chances at the other end. Second goal would come in handy as well. That's better pressure from the Ghanaians. Back in defense, Angola. Slowly building from the back, bringing it towards midfield. Played along the floor, that was a good ball. Manucho. And hammered downfield, good defensive clearance. Fired downfield. Opoku is back to defend. That's better. It's all a bit scrappy here at the moment. Good turn, floated towards the penalty box, defensive header. Kingston will have to be quick. And he just hammers it out. That was sensible. Avoiding the more than that one serious good scoring chance when Manucho had his header saved by Richard Kingston.
No, Greg, you're right about that. Angola really, except for that one opportunity, really hasn't had any other quality opportunities to score. And the more this game goes on, Ghana is, they're gaining some more confidence. Going to make sure as soon as they gain possession of the ball, they don't turn it over immediately. And again, as I talked about, the last two possessions Ghana had, Draman on the right flank has been wide open, and he was causing some major problems in the beginning of the game. They need to get him involved in this game.
Well, Ghana will probably welcome the halftime whistle more than the Angolans. Chance to regroup, get their tactics right for the second half. If they can just hang on for another 3.5 minutes. Battle just inside the touchline. Brought away though. Manucho's come deep. Good run down the right flank by Mabina. Good challenge. Ghana working hard at the back. Angola trying to find a way through. Long way out. Floated towards the penalty box. Good defensive header by Sarpe. Confident. Back to his keeper.
As we're seeing, Greg, Ghana collectively is defending very well. The comment I would make, they've got to have someone step up and at least pressure the player in the back on the ball, not allowing them to have just a free pass.
Almost given away. Angola though. Fire it down the middle of the pitch. Ghana can't seem to maintain possession. Manucho's come wide on the right, lays it back to Mabina. Angola trying to snatch an equaliser before the break. And given away. Ghana just need to compose themselves, keep possession for. Well, that's a better ball. It takes a slight deflection, but Guillen plays it inside. Held up, and play continues. Incoom is under pressure. Good work though from the right back. Viljama working hard. Gets a throw in. 1.5 till the break. Plus injury time.
Incoom defended very well there. He's had some moments of nervousness in this match, but that was some very collective defending there.
It's loose in the box. Oh, he's put it over the bar with the goal beckoning. It was Manucho who really should have done better than that. And Angola so close to the equaliser. Another mix-up in the defence. As we see it again. Flavio laid it back to Manucho. The big striker couldn't hit the target.
No, that's the second really quality opportunity to score goals today, and that's not a good omen in matches like this, Greg.
Inside the last minute then of the first half. Ghana still leading by that goal to nil. Frustrating game so far for the hosts. Whistle's gone. Angola have got time for one more attack at least. Played up. 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time in this first half, and another free kick to Angola. And Ghana feeling the pressure here. Angola will push everyone forward for this. Richard Kingston, who's dealt with everything, he's had a few nervy moments with his handling, but this is a key moment. Always a disaster to give up a goal before
The first half.
Sabina and Gilberto discussing it. Not sure if they're going to play it along the ground. No, floated towards the box. Half cleared, and what was that? It was a desperate clearance. Really should have done better. Forza. And nerve-wracking moments here for both teams. Mabina comes forward to take the throw. Just a few seconds left. Manucho. Mabina with the cross, far post. It's headed up in the air. Ghana under pressure. Just force it out. They're looking nervous.
Yeah, they need to demonstrate a little bit more composure back there. They also need to demonstrate the ability to clear the ball with a little bit more authority.
Exactly right, and it's finally hammered downfield, and that might do it for this first half. Carlos trying to get the ball back downfield as quick as possible, but he's run out of time as the halftime whistle goes. And Ghana leading by 1-0 here in this quarter-final. The only goal of the game coming on 16 minutes. Asamoah Gyan firing home after a swift counter-attack. Greg, briefly your assessment of the first half.
I think, you know, obviously the goal by Ghana was a brilliant counter-attack, and obviously Angola's had 2 opportunities, and they need to do better the second half.
Thanks, Greg. Well, join us for the second half in a few minutes' time, where it's Angola 0, Ghana 1 at the break. Attack, and that's why you see so many concerned faces here at the 11th of November Stadium in Luanda as the host nation under pressure. The officials waiting for the players. And it's a pleasure to be with you here on AFNEX LC2. Hope you're enjoying the game wherever you are. I'm Greg Fraser, and alongside me this afternoon is Greg Peterson, former coach, well, current coach as well. And Greg, your assessments of the first half so far?
Well, we talk about the goal Gyan scored. We've got to give credit to Asamoah for that beautiful pass there. But one thing Ghana needs to be careful about is that they're up 1-0. Yes, this is a quarterfinal match, but making sure that they don't drop back way too much. And a lot of, yes, Angola's had 2 quality opportunities to score, and but at the same time, Ghana defensively, sometimes they're demonstrating some lack of confidence and composure, and they're probably causing themselves more problems than the opposition right now, you know. But at the same time, with Angola, Manucho's got 2 quality opportunities, and matches like this, you know, those are opportunities that, you know, you've got to put away. So the Angola's needs to do better, especially if Ghana is going to be, you know, if they don't clean up their defending and more opportunities presents themselves, they need to be in positions to punish Ghana. Need to finish the opportunities that are presented in this match.
Well, here come the players now, and be interesting to see what the coaches do at halftime to change their strategy. Ghana were guilty of defending very deep, especially late in that first half, and They can't afford to do that, can they?
No, Greg, as we talked at halftime, I said, a lot of teams sometimes forget low pressure does not mean no pressure. And I think we've seen a lot in these games that teams that go up, they drop off, but there needs to be pressure on the ball.
I think that was Minuccio that we saw sitting on the bench. Wait for confirmation of substitution. I'm not sure, maybe I made a mistake, but we're underway then in the second half. Angola 0, Ghana 1, quarterfinal. The goal, as you see, coming on 16 minutes. And Ghana so far spoiling the party for the host Angolans here, who were dreaming of a first ever place in the semi-finals. And I'm sure Ghana will come out and try and play more attacking football. They'll possibly pay the price if they defend like they did towards the end of that first half, because they were hanging on. And Minuccio missed a couple of great chances.
The other thing, Greg, is Angola's got 45 minutes. That's plenty of time in football. And they got to recognize, that time is still on their side.
Brought forward now by Ayew, who was booked in the first minute. Just 2 yellow cards in the game, 1 to each team. That's too strong a ball and out of play.
But again, I don't think that's a bad idea. They need to get Draymond involved in the game. When he was involved in the first half, things were happening.
Ghana, of course, qualified for the World Cup for the second straight time. Got to the second round in Germany 4 years ago, beaten by Brazil in a game where Ronaldo set the all-time mark for World Cup goals. And a lot of hopes for the African nations at this World Cup. First time it's going to be held on the continent. Angola finds space down the left. It's Minuccio. I was mistaken earlier. I thought there was possibly a substitution. Ghana just hammered out of play. And we've got an injury. It's been a fairly clean game. No major injury stoppages. I think it's Incoom. I'm just no. Oh no, it's the goal scorer, Guillen. Not sure if he did something to his shoulder there. He's still in some discomfort. Well, hopefully that won't be serious. The Rennes player up in the Brittany region of France. As play resumes, early stages of the second half. Long ball and nobody there. The Ivory Coast and Algeria coming up at 7:30 GMT in about an hour and 25 minutes. Or sorry, 2 hours and 25 minutes. And you can also see that game here on AFNX LC2. As Ghana bring it forward, looking for some insurance. The ball takes a deflection and into the arms of Carlos. Egypt against Cameroon tomorrow, as well as Zambia against Nigeria. Angola take the corner kick quick. Into the box, good defending, out towards midfield. Ghana trying to play higher up the pitch to start this second half. Play continues, no whistle yet, and finally called for a foul on Asamoah.
He did a good job winning the ball back there. I still would like to see Ghana, when they get possession, build it up That way the whole team can move up the field. And again, if they have possession of the ball, they dictate what goes on in the game right now.
Almost breaks there down the right wing, but given away.
Right now, Angola seems to be creating the tempo of the second half so far.
Starting from the back. And that was the one thing we spoke about, Angola lacking a bit of imagination on how to get past the Ghana back four.
Yeah, so far, Angola's attack has been somewhat predictable.
That's a good little ball there. Trying to find a way through the midfield. It's got Draymond on the right. Don't use him.
Ghana seems to be settling, playing on the left side of the field a lot more.
Opoku on a good run here into the box. Goes down easily, no penalty. And Ghana with a bright start to the second half. Six minutes gone. Angola 0, Ghana 1. Ghana looking to get back to the semi-finals. Angola have never been there.
As we talked about in the first half, Greg, Ghana seems also, they seem to have they're a lot more energized than Angola is right now. They seem fresh.
Well, they started the first half brightly as well, and then allowed Angola to get back into it, but it's true, they're working hard. Need to keep the pressure off their defense for as long as possible. They were starting to creak a bit in that first half, and it's all a bit desperate. Another giveaway. Ghana got some space and some time, and the pace of the game has slowed down in this second half. That's a good ball.
It's a great ball.
Good challenge, though. Takes a deflection. Ghana are able to clear on a player down injured. Not sure what happened there. Looked clumsy more than anything. Just allowing the player to get back to his feet. Ghana swing it towards the box. Ghana have really improved their performance since the restart. Playing higher up the pitch.
No, they're definitely doing a much better at stepping up and pressuring the ball. Angola has not been able to really do much. But there's a very good run going on right now.
Mabina finds room for the cross. Ghana bring it away. Manucho hustling, puts Asamoah under pressure, but he's whistled for a foul. Nine minutes gone. Second half. Semi-finals set for Thursday. The winner of this match will play the winner of the Zambia-Nigeria match on Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT here in Luanda. Long shot comes in. On target, but no problem for Carlos. Comfortable save. Egypt, Cameroon tomorrow at 4 p.m. GMT. They will play the winner of the Ivory Coast Algeria match which is at 7:30 GMT tomorrow, and that semi-final set for Thursday at 7:30 in Benguela. The final next Sunday at 4 p.m. GMT here in Luanda. And just to wrap things up, the third place match set for Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. We've got an injury here.
One thing I've noticed, Craig, that Ghana is going to be very careful, especially from the long balls out of the back from Angola. That's twice they let the ball drop, bounce, instead of clearing it.
So another stoppage here. Looks like Job is going to make his entrance. Kingston still down, receiving attention. As the Ghana players discuss things. There's that routine shot, no problem for Carlos, who hasn't really had too many saves to make.
No, Carlos has had a good tournament overall. He's very confident goalkeeper.
It's what you need, isn't it, as a goalkeeper?
No question about that.
Corner kick then to Angola, taken short, and the flag is up. Good work from the Ghanaian defense, well organized, just pushed forward, and Angola making a mess of that corner kick, unable to get the cross in. Well, here comes the substitution. Job coming on for Stelvio. He's not sure if he's got an injury or that's a tactical substitution. Stelvio has had a quiet game though. And there's been less intensity in the second half than the first so far. Angola building through the midfield channels. Good ball through. Ghana doing a good job of putting Angola under pressure. And that ball is finally won back by the Black Stars. A bit of confusion there. This was the problem they had in the first half, just getting the ball clear once they had possession. That time it's played downfield, and that is another problem. And it's Guillen who pulls up. And injury starting to accumulate.
That's not a player Ghana needs to go lame. Going back to the Ghana defense, again, they're demonstrating some moments of, not demonstrating composing defending back there, and but they're doing a good job keeping everyone behind the ball. Let's be fair, Angola is not doing a really good job trying to break down this defense.
Another stray pass from Chara. See if Guillen can continue. He's looking over at the bench, not sure if they're going to have to make a substitution here. The goal scorer looked like it might have been a hamstring. Ghana doing a good job so far of containing Angola. Still one goal in it though, and that's not a very safe lead. Just over half an hour to go. Ghana enjoying a Bit of possession inside the Angolan half. Throw from Incoom. And again, the whistle's gone against Raymond. Well, the World Cup coming up later this year, Greg. What do you expect from the African teams?
I expect there's going to be one or two that's going to step up. I'll make a prediction right here, Greg. They're going to see one of them in the final 8.
Africa hoping to perhaps get to the semi-finals for the first time. No African team's ever been to the semi-finals. Another Ghanaian player down, injured. Cameroon, of course, in the quarters in that famous 1990 World Cup. Ghana, the only African team to get to the second round in Germany 4 years ago. Nigeria have done well. In 98, they got to the second round. And 94.
We've got Cameroon, obviously has talent. They've also had the experience playing in the tournament. Ivory Coast obviously has an unbelievable amount of talent, but the experience playing at the World Cup is something that you know, is new to them. Obviously, Nigeria's been there before, and also a healthy Ghana is an incredibly talented football team.
Yes, of course. We haven't spoken much about the injuries that have hit the Ghanaian team, as Guillen is unable to continue, and it's Amoa who's going to come on, and that's another bad sign for Ghana.
Well, I also think that's smart. I mean, if Ghana moves on to the semis, it's better that he comes out now and if he has any chance of playing, if they make it to the semis, better they pull him out now. I don't think that's only a coach's decision. I think players also have to be honest with themselves, what's beneficial for them and the team.
Ball straight into the arms of Kingston. And the intensity has really dropped off here in the second half. There's an opening now, one-on-one for Ghana. He holds it up and the attack breaks down. But an Angolan player this time pulls up lame. So injury starting to play a factor. Incoom gets things going again, finds the substitute, Amoa. Angola recover.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fatigue or if it's a mental issue that's going on with a little lull in the game, but when things like this happen, it's important. There's a saying in this game, Greg, that tired players want the ball, and what that saying means is the fact when you have the ball, you can do what you want with it. And when you don't have the possession of the football, you know, it's the other team that's dictating what goes on. I would still like to see Ghana, yes, go for another goal, but also when they keep the ball, possess it a little bit more instead of turning it over.
Which is what they've done here. And nobody there for Angola. And Angola struggling for ideas at the moment. Coach looking on. And everybody keeping an eye on the clock as well, as time starts to become a factor. Although there's still 27 minutes or so plus stoppage time to go. Haven't really had a great scoring chance from either team in the second half.
And Ghana's got to be careful. They've demonstrated when they're collective behind the ball from a defensive point of view. Angola's really had a difficult time. Had a very difficult time, but you know, teams are guilty all over the world when they get tired. Things seem to get stretched a little bit from the back to the front, and that's not something Ghana wants to do. And again, when they keep possession of the ball up the field, gives them time for their teammates to come up, and when they do lose the ball, you know, they're higher up the field. They got more of a collective unit there to defend.
Probing ball down the right. The race is on here. Draymond's pushed over. No free kick given. An Angolan player stays down. Struggling to his feet now. But Ghana doing a good job here of keeping Angola pinned in their own half. And when they do come forward, Ghana have defended well. Flag is up, and again the attack breaks down. Manucho caught offside. Ghana taking the crowd out of the game as well.
Manucho is not so far of having one of his best matches of his career.
No, a chance now for Draymond. The shot comes in straight at the keeper, and suddenly Ghana come to life, and that was almost a second goal. Great opportunity. Got behind the defense, hit it quickly, but it was straight at Carlos.
Greg, like we said earlier, Draymond has been very effective when he's involved with this game, and for some reason Ghana seems to be playing a lot more on the left side of the pitch, and you know, we need to see more passes made to him like that.
Free kick now to Angola in a dangerous position. Flavio there. 3 goals in the tournament. Here comes the kick, going for the corner. And high and wide. But another warning for Ghana. What's happened here? Flavio doesn't look very happy.
You know, the whole body language of the Angola team is not very positive as at this moment. I don't know if that was a shot on goal or you know, a service to the players running off the ball.
In the end, it was no problem for Kingston. Kept in along the touchline. Ghana looking for that second goal that would give them some breathing space. And Angola really, well, they need something from somewhere, and it looks like Kalanga is warming up to come on. Given away, Ghana recover. No, didn't get it the right wavelength with Draymond there. And that's not a good sign as well. Andre Ayew limping. Do get through to the semi-final. Don't know what is going to be left of their squad. But they've defied the odds so far on the brink of a semi-final place. Down the right wing. Uljama. Watched by Asamoah. Trying to get the cross in. Here it comes. It's blocked and out of play for a throw. And Angola, what do they need to do to break down this Ghanaian defense, Greg?
Well, I think if they are going to score on Ghana, they got to do it in a counterattack situation. They can't give Ghana the opportunity to drop back and get organized. Ghana's demonstrated so far in this match that if they do that, Angola's having some problems. So they've got to make sure players on the ball see the field quickly, and obviously players up top off the ball are moving in positions that can cause some problems. And secondly, obviously they had some opportunities, and when those, you know, poor defending from Ghana, you know, if that presents itself again, they've got to punish those mistakes.
Well, Manucho has had Angola's 2 best chances. Given away there in a crucial part of the pitch. Ghana all scrambling to get back in position. Brought forward by Job. Floats it towards a penalty spot. A great little header there to avert the danger by Addy, just nodding it away. with the Angolan player lurking behind him. And that might give the Angolans a bit of confidence as they step up the pace a little bit now, and they have to. Really, they're facing elimination here. That was a poor ball. Ghana with just a lone man up front. Fans trying to urge their team forward. 20 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Looking for Manucho. Still going. The big centre forward. It's loose on the top of the box. It's a free kick to Angola. The Ghanaians not happy with the decision, but this is another dangerous moment for Angola.
The Ghanaians might not be happy with the decision, but Manucho did well there. He created that poor clearance again by Adi.
Yeah, Sarpe there bundled to the ground with Manucho. The referee awarding Angola a free kick just outside the box. Kingston organising his wall. And Angola will have a clear strike at goal from the edge of the area. The crowd looking on anxiously. Look at that. Couldn't be much closer to the penalty box.
No, very dangerous position on the field. And also, again, an opportunity for Angola to get back in this game. But again, an opportunity that was created by a poor clearance. Something that's been a little consistent today for the Ghanaian defense.
Gilberto to take it left-footed, and it's deflected over the bar. And Ghana survive again. They want the corner kick. I think they're going to get it as well. Gilberto just came off there. I think it was Vorsa. Corner kick into the box. Ghana again with a dodgy clearance. And again they've given it away in a dangerous part of the pitch. Got to be careful. Headed towards midfield. Angola trying to pile on the pressure again. Off the head of the Ghanaian player, and another corner kick.
Greg, as we talked about, as soon as Ghana gains possession of the ball, they're turning it over immediately.
Yeah, that might cost them a chance for the good cross into the middle. Oh, it's headed over by Manucho again, right in the dangerous position. And Angola's going to make a substitution. I'm not sure if it's Manucho who's going to come off for that, but look at this. Should have done better, should have hit the target. Great little cross there from Job, the substitute. And Zikalanga is coming in. It looks like Gilberto. Not sure if he's... Gilberto makes way. And Zikalanga comes on.
I'm wondering if anyone checked the biorhythms of Manucho today before the game.
Given away, good interception. Ghana racing forward here. Dangerous moment. Oh, he couldn't get past the last defender. And the game comes to life again. 17 minutes of normal time to go. Ghana still clinging to that goal that Asamoah Gyan put away on 16 minutes. The only goal of the game. Ghana have done exceptionally well at defending this lead. Opoku holds it up. Ghana slow it down. Sensible.
Okay. Now, if you just noticed, they've got to do a better job playing when possessing the ball, using the whole field. They play up on one side and they don't. They're doing a poor job not using the whole field, going left to right or right to left.
Good challenge. And suddenly every ball becomes important. Every possession.
Ghana needs to do a much better job possessing the ball.
Zikalanga gets his first touch over the top. Not a bad little ball there. Mabina has got past his man. Cross is blocked. Good work from Opoku. Will be a throw-in.
But Greg, also remember going back to Manucho, he's missed some quality opportunities, but in the game of football, it only takes one opportunity to make the difference.
Well, it hasn't been Manucho's day so far, but he's still the danger man up front for Angola. Flavio has had a quiet day. Job into the middle, just cleared away. Good work there from Vorsa. Referee awards a free kick to Angola.
It's a foolish foul there by Uncombe. There's no need for him to foul. He just should have stood the player up, back to the opposition's player was back. Look at this. No need to foul like that. That's foolish. Just stand him up.
Yeah, exactly. And Angola again can pile players into the box for this. Zikalanga to take it. A lot of pushing and shoving in the box. Rui Marquez, who's been quiet, coming forward. Another substitution. Zuela coming off, Inoki and coming on in the box. Kingston with a safe pair of hands, much to the relief of the Ghana fans, who can breathe easy again. 14 minutes to go in this quarterfinal, unless Angola can score and force extra time. All the way back to Carlos.
I'm happy to see Ghana step up there defensively.
They need to hang on to possession when they get it. That's better. Force back, and again a bit nerve-wracking. Now Samoa has his shirt pulled, and he's won a corner kick. Beg your pardon, it was Amoa, not Asamoah. Second half substitute. So Ghana have got a corner kick. This will ease some pressure. Amoa finds himself booked for something off the ball. Draymond with the corner kick then. Long high ball, and that's a wasted opportunity. There was only two players in the box for Angola, so that for Ghana, so that shows their intentions. They're just going to try and defend this lead now. 12 minutes to do it, plus stoppage time. We did have one lengthy injury to Richard Kingston. A long way to go. And that ball's out of play, so Ghana can ease the pressure. Addo coming in now for Draymond. So we got to make another substitution. For these last few minutes. Can they hang on? The Black Stars trying to go back to the semi-finals. Angola have never been there. Opoku lays it back now to the substitute Amoa. Chance for the shot, fired in. Oh, it's just pushed around the post. A great chance there and a great shot. Dear oh dear, Ghana almost making it 2-0. And a good save from Carlos.
It also looked like it deflected off one of the players, so even making the save from Carlos, even, you know, very, very exceptional.
Samoa there, trying his luck from range, and it almost snuck in at the near post.
Looked off the ball, hit off Colley there.
Here comes the corner. Header, and that's the free kick. Substitute there, Amoa, climbing on top of the defender. So we see that shot again. 27 meters.
Wow, brilliant save.
Carlos keeping his team in the game. That's handball. Ghana continue to do a good job of protecting this lead. The fans, as you can see, they've frustrating afternoon for the Angolans so far, but it can all change in the blink of an eye.
I'm going to find it very interesting how Ghana manages this last 10 minutes.
Well, that's going to be crucial. It's going to come down to nerves as well. Nerves and composure. The flag is up. Fans thought for a moment there that Flavio was all alone behind the defense. Clearly offside though. Two of them, Manucho as well. Picture says it all. Fired forward by Carlos. 82nd minute. The keeper needs to come for it, and he does.
Ghana's got to be very careful. Look how stretched out they are right now. From back to top. And that's something that they've got to be very conscious about. They've already demonstrated when everyone's behind the ball collectively. Angola has had problems all day long.
The fans here trying to rouse the team for a big assault on the Ghana goal here. Looking for the shot. Top of the box, headed away. Chested clear. And the whistle's gone for offside. More time off the clock. Nervous moments for both sets of supporters. Linesman getting it right again, and the officiating has been very good this afternoon.
It's actually been very good the whole tournament.
Yeah, it's a good point, Greg. Excellent officiating at this African Cup of Nations as Angola push forward these final few tense moments. Ghana